You know what's wild? If you ask a random person on the street what the difference is between August 15th and January 26th, a lot of them pause. And honestly, it's fair. Both have flags, both have anthems, both feel patriotic. But here's the thing. August 15th was the breakup. That was us telling the colonizers, get out. But January 26th, that was us figuring out who we are once the house was finally empty. Look, getting freedom is one thing. Knowing what to do with it is a whole different beast. Imagine the scene in 1947. The British leave, the country is partitioned, there's violence, confusion, and zero money. People thought India would collapse in a few years. Seriously, the global bet was that we'd break apart into 20 different countries. We had hundreds of princely states, dozens of languages, and no single rulebook holding it all together. We were technically a dominion of the British Crown until 1950. That means the King of England was still technically the head of state. Weird, right? We needed a manual, a distinct identity. Enter Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and the Constituent Assembly. These guys pulled off the impossible. They sat down to write a constitution for a country that looked unmanageable. And they didn't just type it up. It was handwritten, calligraphed, by Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada. He didn't charge a penny. He just wanted his name on the pages. It took nearly 3 years of debating, arguing, and agreeing to finalize it. But why January 26th specifically? Why wait those extra months? Because way back in 1930, that was the day freedom fighters first declared Purna Swaraj, total independence. So waiting until Jan 26, 1950 to enforce the Constitution was a poetic callback to that dream. It was about closing the loop. By the way, if you're into these kinds of stories, the ones that go a bit deeper than the school textbooks, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to uncover the stuff people usually skim over. Anyway, back to 1950. When that document came into effect, India shifted from a dominion to a republic. That word republic matters. It comes from the Latin res publica, a public affair. It means the head of state isn't a monarch chosen by bloodline. It's a president chosen by the people's representatives. It gave the power to the poorest farmer in the remotest village just as much as the richest industrialist in Mumbai. One person, one vote. That was radical back then. So the parade you see on Rajpath, or Kartavya Path now, it's not just tanks and missiles. It's a display of the fact that we made it. We survived the doubt. We held the chaos together. Those tableaus showing different states, that's the proof. In any other part of the world, those distinct cultures might have been separate countries fighting each other. Here, they march in the same line. That book, the Constitution, is the only thing standing between order and anarchy. It protects your right to speak, to move, to live. It's the soul of the nation. So yeah, celebrate the holiday, enjoy the parade. But remember that today is actually the birthday of the Indian state as we know it. It's the day we stopped looking for permission and started taking responsibility. Unfold AI. Unseen, unsaid, unfolded.